Hello, welcome to Board Game TV. Hope your day is doing good. And we're playing Pathfinder Skull and Shackles, where we're on the fourth adventure for Scenario 5. And this is the Battle of Empty Eyes. The fleet of Captain Barnabas Harrigan is in sight. Waves of deadly ships are advancing with the Wormwood at the fore. Strike back against him. Take down Harrigan's officers, especially his ruthless commander, Adelia to Doloranzo. I don't know. Defend the Island of Empty Eyes at any cost. Okay, so our villain is at Alentia, whatever her name is. We have two henchmen, and then we have some empty ships. And this is basically display the ship Wormwood next to a random location, which I have randomly rolled, and it's over there at the rocky cliff. Before you encounter a monster with the pirate trait, move the Wormwood to your location and encounter it. Then encounter the Bane. Now, I don't know if we're going to have monster with the pirate trait, so that may not come up. At the start of each turn, examine the top card of the location deck next to the Wormwood. If it is a boon, banish it. Then shuffle the location deck. And here we get each character chooses a type of boon other than loot and draws a random non-basic, non-elite card of that type from the box. That's what we get. Okay, so we have the rocky cliff, as I said. We have the jungle, we have the beach, we have the harbor, and we have the sea fort. Now I'm going to start at the beach. And the beach says, at the start of your turn, you may discard a card and recharge a random card from your discard pile. When closing, each character's location must bury a card. And then on closing, you may shuffle an item from your discard pile into your deck. However, before we can explore, remember, we have to do the first card of the rocky cliff. And if it's a boon, we have to banish it. So let's take a look here. And it is a boon, so it's gone. So there we go. Alright, so the boon is gone. And let's do our beach location with Valeros here. And we're not going to discard a card or anything like that. And we come to Symbol of Insanity. Woo. Alright, I don't think I can beat that at all. Each character location randomly chooses another character. Then the chosen character number to the cards that have the attack trait. Okay, let me see here. Okay, well, that's not too bad because Valeris only has one weapon. Alharaza only has one spell with the attack trait. Fortunately, Lorraine has two weapons. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to fail this. There's no way I can do that. So 1 through 3, Valeros will attack Alharaza. 4 through 6, it's going to be Lorraine. Okay, so Alharaza takes the hit, and I will go ahead and lose. Why not the cure spell? Alharaza is going to do the same thing, but it's going to be 1 through 3 Valeros, 4 through 6 Lorraine, and it's going to be Lorraine, and Lorraine takes 1 damage, and we'll lose the conch shell. Alright, now we have a problem because he's got 2 weapons. So 1 through 3 Valeros, 4 through 6 is Lorraine. Alright, so it's Valeros. Now Valeros does have some armor here. Recharge this card to reduce combat damage to you by 2. So that's what we will do. We will recharge the card and won't take any damage. Now I'm going to play Griffer Tibbs, and we're going to explore again. And we have this Norberger Cultist. 19 combat. Okay, I'm going to play my Brying Sting. It does not have the aquatic trait. It does not have the pirate trait either. So, the Wormwood would not come to our location. So there's that. So let me do my Brian Sting here. Let's get my die here. Let me get my 2d4. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, that's not too bad. I see it's a 9 and plus a 1 and 4. So that's 10. Plus 4 is 14. My brine sting gives me a plus 2, which is 16. And then, of course, plus 4, which will be 20. That is enough to beat the cultist. So the cultist has been beaten. And I'm going to play Rickety Hawk here. And we will explore again. And this has fortified breastplate. I can't get it, so let's forget that. And I think I will play a Blessing of Norberger here. And keep exploring. And we have this thing. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to play... I want that. I want that really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this Blessing of Gorham here. And I'm going to add another strength melee to try to get this. Okay, 6 and 5 is 11 plus my strength bonus, so I do get it. So there we go. I'll take that. And that's actually going to be the end of the turn. So let's go ahead. Okay, Al-Haraza will go. And we have Bottled Lightning, Intelligence Craft 12. No way I can get it. So we'll just get rid of that. I'll play a Blessing of the Gods, and we'll keep exploring. And we have this thing here. Okay, Capri, or I don't know, is immune to mental and poison traits. Okay. You may succeed at a Charisma or Diplomacy 12 check to evade the Carpe, put it on the bottom of the location deck, and move to a random location. Okay, before you act, succeed at a Wisdom 12 check, or a random character location takes an amount of combat damage equal to the number of spells that have the attack trait and weapons in your hand. Okay, okay, I don't want to evade it. We'll just go ahead and fight it. I can't do the Wisdom check, so I'm not going to pass that. So I have to do a random character, so it's going to be 1 through 3, Valeros, 4 through 6. Okay, so it's Valeros, and Valeros will take 1 damage because I only have 1 spell. That's the Brine Sting, and we'll have to get rid of that. Okay, so now I can attack this thing. So Valeros is here with me. Use my Arcane. And 1d6. And I may additionally discard to add another 2d6. But he doesn't discard, he gets to recharge. No, he don't. No, he don't. Try to see if he can recharge. Okay. Alright, so 5 and 6 is 11. And 4 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. Plus 1 is 18. But with the plus 2 with Valeros, that'll make it 20. So we do beat the thing. Let me see if I can... 10 plus 3. Alright, I can recharge a spell, which is good. Let's see, how many monsters are in this thing, too? Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and end the turn there. That didn't have a pirate trait either, so the Wormwood wouldn't have come over. And it's Lorraine's turn, and we'll explore. And we have Electricity Arc Trap. Alright, Dexterity Disable 12. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. So if I'm not gonna be able to beat it, so I'm gonna have to take 1d4 damage. 3 damage. Yeesh. Okay. Everybody else has got to take 1 damage. So Al-Haraza will take 1, and Valeros will take 1. And I'm going to play this guy right here, and we're going to keep exploring. And Sea Mantle, and there's no way I can get that. So there we go. And that's going to be the end of his turn. Boy, it sure is taking us a long time to just explore the beach. It's going to be Valeros' turn. So let's see what we can get. Well, we have the enemy ship. Alright. So this is one of the. All right, summon and encounter a random ship. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm just gonna pick the first ship in the thing, and it's this thing right here. And let's see what we have: Wisdom, Survival, or Charisma, Diplomacy. You may recharge a card that has the Aristocrat or Captain trait to add 3 to your check to defeat. Alright, do I have that? Aristocrat or Captain. Well, I do have a Captain ally, as a matter of fact. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and recharge him to give me a +3. And I would probably do Charisma, Diplomacy. And let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to play Blessing to just go ahead and make sure that we beat this thing, no problem. And let's see, so it's going to give me 2d8. Oh man, yeah, okay, so we beat the ship. If the summoned ship is defeated, you may seize it. Okay, well, I'll seize it. And we get to close the location, and each character has to bury a card. So Valeros will bury the haversack. Alharaz will bury the Blessing. And unfortunately, Rain has to bury the Toxic Blunderbuss. But this location is now closed. And now on closing, you may shuffle an item from your discard pile into your deck. Do I have any items? And no, I don't. That sucks. Well, that's no good. That did not help. But the beach is closed. Alright, so let's play our Blessing. Alharaz's turn. Let me try to think about where I want to go. I probably will go to the harbor. Let's go there. So let's move to the harbor. And it says, when you acquire a boon, any one character may move to another location. When closing, choose an open location deck. Shuffle a boon from your hand into that deck. On closing, you may give a card to a character at another location. Okay. And we have pump. Well, there we go. Right off the back, enemy ship. Alright, let me pick a ship here. And it is the Death Kneel. You may discard a card that has Divine trait to add 3 to your check to defeat it. Okay. Alright, I have these 2 blessings. I'll play this. I'll discard this blessing. So I'm just going to roll. I get a +3. I actually get another +3. So yeah, okay, no problem. We beat the Death Kneel. We can seize this ship. Huh. And then on closing, choose an open location. Shuffle a boon from your hand into that deck. Okay, I'll take her, and I'll shuffle her into... Ah, crap. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do this twice. Actually, 3 times. So let's start. Rocky Cliff. If it's boon, it gets banished. Okay. Because remember, we did it with Valeros. Now we did it for him on his first turn. Then we have to do it for Lorraine on his first turn. Okay, that's the henchman. So from now on, alright, so we don't have to do it no more on there. So that's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, or put this in that deck. And then, I'm not going to put it in that deck. The henchman's there. I want to put it in probably the Sea Fort. So I'll do that. So let me turn the camera off. Okay, so that's been done. You may give a card. Well, we don't have that. Okay. So I am going to go here to the Rocky Cliff. Since we know the henchman is there. Alright, it says at the start of your turn, you may examine the top card of this location deck. If it's a boon, put it on the bottom of the deck. Well, we know it's a henchman from the thing. When closing, banish a boon. On closing, you may examine the top card of any location deck. If it's a non-henchman, non-villain monster, banish it. Okay. First, let me put down a blessing here. And it's Lorraine's turn. So we grab his cards. Okay, so we know it's going to be this guy right here. Now, the thing said, at the start, examine the top card if next to one more. If it's a boon, banish it, then shuffle the location deck. Well, I never shuffled the deck. Oh well. Display before you would encounter a monster with the pirate trait, move the wormwood to your location and encounter it. Okay, so we got to fight the wormwood first. So let's go ahead and do that. The difficulty detective is increased by twice the adventure deck number. Whew. Okay, dexterity or wisdom. Actually, we're pretty good on wisdom. Okay, so I need a 14 wisdom to beat it. So let's go ahead. My wisdom is a D12, which is weird for him, but it's fine. Discard to add 2 dice to aquatic trait. What doesn't have that? Discard this card to add 2 dice to any checked by a character on a ship. Okay, so I'm going to play that blessing, and let's see here. Okay, no problem. 19. Alright, so we beat the wormwood. So alright, we beat the wormwood. That part is done. Now it's going to stay there, but that's fine. Now we have to beat this guy right here. And I have my other toxic blunderbuss here. And we're going to use that, but first things first, we're going to... Valeros is here. Before you act, succeed at an arcane or divine 13 check, or discard a card that has the attack trait if you have one. Okay, I do not have a card that has the attack trait. Weapons like this do not have the attack trait, so there's that. Okay, if the check to defeat has a swashbuckling trait, add 1d6 to it. Well, I don't have that either, so I won't get to do that. So, basically a regular attack. So there's Valeros. We know my dexterity is going to be that. And let's see. A 1d10. And I'm going to play a blessing. And the blessing of Gorm lets me add 2 more dice to it. So let's see here. We have, that's not a very good roll. 7, 10, 15, 17. Plus 1 is 18. Plus 2, Valeros is 20. So we do beat this guy. So this guy has been beaten. Okay. Now I have to, in order to, we beat this guy. So I'm going to try to close this location, and I have to banish a boon, which I'll go ahead and do that. I'll banish this Blessing of Asmodeus. There's no point in it. So we'll get rid of that. And now it says, on closing, you may examine the top card of any location deck. Okay? If it's a non-henchman, non-villain monster, banish it. Okay, I want to examine the top card of the jungle. And let's see here. It is a, if it is a non-henchman, non-villain monster, banish it. Yes. It is a so I get to banish this thing. Okay, I'll take it. So we got one monster done out of the jungle. Alright. And then that location is closed, but the wormwood is still there. And let's see here. Where do I want to go? I guess we'll go to the jungle. Might as well. The difficulty of any check to acquire a boon is increased by the adventure deck number of the current scenario, if any. When closing, succeed at a wisdom or survival check with a difficulty of 5 plus the adventure deck number of the current scenario, which would be 10. And when permanently closed, on closing in more than one location is not permanently closed, which they are, shuffle a random barrier into each open location. Okay. So, Valeros will go. Let's see what we get. Ring of the Sea Strider. Can't get it, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to play a Blessing, and we're going to keep going. Blessing of Norberger. I can bury any card, and I will bury a card, as a matter of fact. I'll bury the eye patch to take the Blessing, And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the blessing and go again, explore again. Wizard's Hook. Oh, that was a mistake, man. Dang, I can't get that, so there's no point in it. That was kind of a mistake. I shouldn't explored, man. I could have got that with the wizard. Oh well. Well, you know that happens sometimes. Let's play this blessing. And all Horazo will go. And we have, whoa, here's a henchman right here. Jackal Razorbeak. It's 20 to beat. Damage dealt by Jackal is also dealt to one other character at your location. Alright. Before you act, succeed at a dexterity or stealth 12 check or bury all items in your hand that do not have the swashbuckling trait. Wow. That's going to be a problem. If your character has the human trait, which we do not. Well, actually we do, yeah. The difficulty of the check is increased by 6. Wow. This guy is tough. Okay. So I have to try to succeed at the dexterity check. Whew. That boy. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to have to play a couple things here. My dexterity is a 1d4. Now I have this blessing here, which will give me another 1d4. Then I have the Pirate's Favor here. And discard this card, add 1 die to any check. If the check has a swashbuckling trait, you may play another blessing on this deck. Well, okay. Alright, so I'm going to discard this to add another d4. And then what I'm going to do, oh boy, I think now I do get a bonus for my dexterity, so okay, that's, I may have actually done that with that. Okay, 4, 4, that's a good roll. 4, 8, 3 is 11. I don't know. I don't think so. I still didn't do it. I was not able to do it. I only get a +1 on my dexterity. And that would be 8, 8. That would make it 12. I need a... Oh, okay. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Shoot. I thought it was 13. Yes, 12. Woo. Okay, man, I came out with the amazing roll. I didn't think I'd made it, but... Okay, so I don't have to bury all items in my hand. Thank God. So I can attack this guy. I'm going to play the Geyser. So Valeros is with me. So let me get this. 2d6. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. That's right. I forget. I have the human trait, so it's increased by 6. Or should I use the Wall of Fire? No, that'll be fine. I just gotta roll good. Okay, that's actually pretty good. 12. 13, 16, 22. So we beat this guy. Man, this guy was tough. Okay, do I get to keep the geyser? That's what I used. No, I have to get rid of it. I can't recharge it. Okay, that's fine. Now we beat this guy. So there we can close the jungle. See their wisdom survival check with the difficulty. So I need a 10. That's fine. Let's go ahead. Let's make sure I roll first, but we did beat this guy, so that's no problem. I got an 11. So, alright, the jungle is closed. If more than one location, okay, that's fine. So, actually, the bad guy. Ooh, wait a minute. That guy had the pirate trait. God damn it. I forgot about that. Let me see what I would have had to do. I would have had to get a 14. Yeah, I would have to counter this. Now this would have just did structural damage to me, because it says, does it say you have to defeat it? It says move the wormwood to your location, encounter it, then encounter the bane. So it wouldn't have mattered. So this thing would have done structural damage to me, to our ship. And let's see me roll for it. I need 14. I got a 6. So it would have did, I'm not going to discard any cards, so it would have did all the structural damage to the ship. If we take one more hit now, we're in some trouble. So there it goes. But it's still here. And we're going to go ahead and play the next Blessings card. And we're just going to go to the Sea Fort. So we know the villain's here. And this is, if you defeat a monster during your exploration, you may immediately explore again. Closing Banish and Armor. And when permanently closed for the rest of the scenario, at all locations, the difficulty to defeat monsters that have the aquatic trait and ships is decreased by 2. Ah, man. That's what happens when I don't pay attention. So let me draw a card, and let's play Sea Fort. Electric Buckler. There's no way I can get that. So there we go. And I'll play a Blessing. Which one do I want to play? Blessing of Basara. Oh shit, I didn't draw enough cards. And we'll explore again. And we have the Sea Serpent. There we go. Alright, so let's see here. It's 21. And he's going to deal damage to our ship. Our ship is going to crash. If we don't... Oh boy. Alright, first let's beat this thing. So, Valeros is with me. I have my Toxic Blunderbuss. So alright, I bury the card at 3d6. That's not a very good roll there either. Alright, 6, 7, 12, and that's 18, 21, so we beat it. Okay. So we beat that. Now we have to see how much structural damage I have to take. 1. Alright, 1 plus 1. So I have to take 2 structural damage. So what I'm going to do, honestly, is we beat the Sea Serpent. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that. Because I'm going to pay with the animated shield to not take the damage. Okay? So there's that. And I gotta get rid of the Toxic Blunderbuss there. So, okay. Now we did defeat a monster, so we can explore again, and that's what we're going to do. And we have this, and dang it, I wish I had not explored again. I could have got this with my fighter. Oh, that hurts. Okay, well, dang it. And that's going to be the end of his turn. I don't have any weapons, so I don't want to explore. So, ugh. Okay. Next turn, Valeros is going to go. And we have this animated shield. Constitution, Fortitude 7. Well, I can try to get it. No, don't get it. Okay, however, I'll play a blessing, and we'll explore again. Eel skin armor, Constitution Fortitude 9. Okay, I have to roll a perfect 8 to get it. Oh, it's close, but no cigar. So that's done. And I can't explore again. I don't have any other cards. So that'll be the end of his turn. And Al-Haraza will draw some cards. And let's see what we do. And we have, okay, this thing right here. Re-roll the dice, it's defeated on the second roll. If the check for defeat includes strength or melee trait, after you act, it deals 1d4. Okay, that's not going to happen. Okay, so Valeros is there with me. Do we have that? I'm going to play my Wall of Fire. 2d6 and this. We have to go by the second roll, which is a shame because that's a beautiful roll right there. That's 23 right there, so let's go ahead and roll again. Okay, 10 and 4, and 4 is 8, plus 1 is 19, and plus another 2 is 20, 21, so we beat it, so it's defeated. Do I recharge the spell? Yes. No, I'm one short, so I don't get to recharge it. Okay, now it says I may immediately explore again. I beat the monster, but I don't have any spells, so I'm not going to explore again. We're just going to keep on going with Lorraine because I don't have any spells, so I don't want to risk it. So let's play this blessing. Blasting pistol. Ew, that's nice. Plus 2 dexterity, range, craft. Okay, I'm going to play this blessing right here. It's going to give me an extra dice. And maybe if I'm lucky, I can get this thing. Oh! 7 and 4 is 11. That is too short. Dang it. Ooh, wait a minute. Recharge this card, add 1d4 and a swashbuckling trait to your combat or dexterity check. Okay, I'll do that. I mean, that gives me another d4. Well, crap. So that's not good enough. Dang, these crappy rolls. 6, 8, 4 is 12. One short. One short. Okay, well, that's it. That goes there. I would have loved to have that. That's the end of his turn, so Valeros will go. Play a blessing. And here we go. Here's the baddie here. Before you act, each character your location and at one other random occupied location, if any, must attempt a dexterity or aerobics 12 check. Characters who succeed are dealt 2 fire damage. Characters who fail are dealt 1d4. Okay, plus 1 fire damage. Okay, first things first. The Wormwood comes here. It's the pirate ship, so that's fine. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this thing. I have to do dexterity, acrobat 9. Okay, so I'm going to play a blessing. So let's do that. And I'm going to try to defeat that because oh, wait a minute. Wisdom, survival, 6. Actually, I'll play a blessing and try to do that. I need a 14. And I don't know if I can do it. Let me see here. Otherwise, our ship's going to sink. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. Because we are at the last place of our location. So okay, well, let's roll this anyways. All right, 6 and 8. Oh shoot, that's good enough. That's 14. We need a 14. All right, so that's done. Shoot, that was not too bad. All right. Each character attempt to. Okay, he can't do it. She can't do it. possible he's got to roll perfect 8. Okay, so Valeros has to take 1d4 plus 1 fire damage. 4 fire damage. I can recharge it to reduce it by 1, so he's going to take 3 fire damage. Alright. Gotta get rid of 3 cards. Okay. Alharaza, 5 damage. There goes all of his cards right there. Now let's see if I gotta roll perfect 8. I didn't. So I have to take 3 damage. Now I have this shell armor. I can reveal it to reduce the damage by 2 and then get rid of just 1 card, which I will. Okay, so we've done that. Alright, now we have combat. First is 19, then 22. Okay. Alright, so I have my rapier plus 2. Let's do that. My strength and melee plus 2d4. Is there anything I need to think about? No. Shoot. Okay. Alright, 9 and 3 is 12 plus 2 is 14. The rapier is 2, which makes it 16, and of course my strength is 4, which is 20. Okay, so we beat her the first time. However, we needed 22 the second time. Now I'm going to use my rapier again, but this time I am going to discard the card, which actually I get to recharge it, and I get to add another 1d4. So we'll do that. And this time I need a 22. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's not bad. 3 and 7 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. Plus 4 is 17. Plus 2 is 19. And then plus 4 is 23. Which is just 1 greater than I needed to do to beat it. Alright, so we do beat this. Now it says after you act, I don't know why, deals 1d force damage to a random character at your location. Okay. Random character here. 1, 2, Valeros. 3, 4, Alharaza. 5, 6, Lorraine. Alright, Alharaza would take 1 force damage. Doesn't have any cards. It's not going to matter. Okay. So that is it. We beat this person right here. I wonder if we get the Wormwood ship. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think we do. But that's fine. Alright, well, we have one more scenario to go in this, and then we'll be done with Adventure 5. So we're getting close to finishing Skull and Shackles. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, have fun.